I want to start with the truth. There is no time left to deny the reality of climate change or to turn our backs on the impact it is having on our communities, our country, our world.
The President of the United States broke a promise that this country made to the world. We know that climate change poses a real threat. Now is the time for cities to rise up, for regions to collaborate, for us to pull from the talent and passion of not just government, but of business, of communities. The world needs local action more than ever.
Resilient by Design was inspired by how New York handled Superstorm Sandy, which caused extensive damage to lower Manhattan subways and infrastructure. $4.1 billion is being spent there now to barricade that system against future rising sea level flooding. New York used a collaborative effort called Rebuild by Design.
When Sandy hit the East Coast, we were not prepared. Subway systems flooded. People were forced to leave their homes. The region was brought to a complete standstill for days. That event caused $19 billion of damage and economic loss in New York City alone. Rebuild by Design was born out of the desire to not only help communities rebuild after that event the way that things were, but actually to craft strategic solutions that would yield more than one benefit. What the Bay Area is doing is very exciting. You are engaging in this challenge before disaster strikes. This is a big difference between what we did in New York. We're not only giving the $4.6 million grant that we're very happy to give, we are also hoping to lean in and offer all of our knowledge and expertise from our work around the world in helping communities to take on this challenge.
Bay Area communities already took on the challenge. In 2016, nearly 70% of voters in 9 Bay Area counties passed Measure AA, which will raise $500 million over the next 20 years to help fight rising sea levels.
All 9 counties coming together, putting a $12 parcel tax on the ballot and passing by 70%. 7 out of 10 voters voted to take money from their wallet to make sure that we had funds available as a region collectively to be able to address climate change and sea level rise.
Resilient by Design is asking coastal cities for ideas and inviting engineers and architects to propose and design 10 projects. An international jury will decide the winners in May 2018.
Finally, it fits into a context in which we are developing a regional adapting to rising tides plan that will knit all of the areas around the bay together.
And I sit here today not just as a mayor of Oakland, but also as a commissioner on the Metropolitan Transportation Commission, a body that is committed to thinking regionally about the problems of this great Bay Area.
And while we had hoped that the federal government would show leadership in the face of this crisis, it now turns to us, the local and state governments, to lead.
You'll find more information on the Bay Area Challenge at resilientbayarea.org. In Oakland, Mark Jones reporting.